Yo.
What's up? What's up?
What's happening, everybody?
Casey, I'm liking the new no beard.
Yeah,
Is it no beard December or something? Yeah.
The earrings look the same though.
Ah, looking good, man. Looking good. It must be that keto or something like that. It makes your hair come out too, you know? It's crazy.
Yeah, Mike, that was most of the Simology. What's happening, fellas? It's Rolling Thunder, episode 65. We made it. How you guys doing tonight? We got a special guest for you in a minute. Let's shoot here in a second.
It is Friday. Happy to be here, man. Happy to be here. Nice seeing you guys. Nice seeing you, Scott. Nice to meet you, Rex.
Same to you, same to you.
We took in Rex Hudgens. He's one of our fellow teammates on Team Blood Vision. He's an Alabama. He also slings quite a bit of car audio out the door, and so he's got quite a few sales background going on, and he's got some quietly maybe kind of loud builds going on. They're kind of sick, like a Buick. That's kind of not the ordinary build, and a Explorer that we've been building. It's pretty damn sick.
Expedition.
Close. Yeah, everyone calls mine Expedition, and I think about the Explorer. You know, it's the same shit.
No, it's definitely not. There's a lot more room in yours.
Oh yeah, valid. No, I meant like Explorer and Expedition are like the.
Oh.
It's like it's not the same. You know, it's like calling it's like an F-150 chassis versus an Explorer.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Chevy, Ford, all the same, right?
It's all the same
Yeah,
stuff.
it's all got wheels and motor.
Yeah.
Gas.
Well, that's like crazy. Which I wish I had good pictures of it. I can probably find them on your Facebook pretty quick. And that's what I try to tell a lot of people too when we start like comparing it, even like competitive. Not just saying that I'm just not loud, but no, the like for instance, he's got a C-pillar Expedition, and like there's still a huge cabin size difference compared to his C-pillar Expedition versus the C-pillar Excursion. Like
right.
I feel like I'm sitting in a compact car in yours, you know, inside it, over the wall. And
Yeah, there's a big difference between the Expedition and the Buick. Like a big difference.
Valid. I saw it getting down today. We'll pull a video up of it. You're playing with the doors open, and it was looking pretty gnarly. That might have been on Instagram. Dang it, I have to pull that up. Any rate though, but yeah, it's been pretty sick. Yes, we took last week off. I took and heck yeah, man. Oh, you can see what's going on, Garrett.
What's up, Garrett?
But
What's up, Jay?
yeah, I went to a Jelly Roll concert last night. We took and missed it last week, so I figured to catch up with you guys. Casey had family come in for the weekend, but so we figured we'd have a buddy on, talk about shit, and go from there, man.
Holidays are coming soon. Have you done all your Christmas shopping, guys?
Not terribly yet.
Yeah, for myself.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's like
That's the easy person to buy stuff for, you know?
here we go. The found one. Let's see. Boom. And share screen. Pound. This is a video with the Trinity subs, I think, in it, and is in the Buick.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
I'm digging the shag.
This is a good one. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
What's happening, Chris?
If you pay attention, it's trying to pull a hair in the window in this video.
Oh, yeah, I see it. I mean, it's moving that shag pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Good. We'll show you more videos of the thing. Rex also the one. Well, think about it too. We got that photo of us in the back of the Excursion. And then he came in and pulled an all-nighter in Atlanta with us to go to a show, and you know, we did the wall in his truck, and then knocked out other stuff, and then took in. That's when we put the 6 8Ks in my truck, and that was quite the adventure of the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I see you got those 6 AKs in there, and you like having the multiple amps rather than 1 amp per se.
Huge difference. Like it was already a gain when we first got them in before we really kind of got it dialed in, but it's way more power. I have like fetus to leadus XV3 power now if I wanted to. Like it's turned down. The thing that's kind of crazy is those, because the way, you know, starting out, there's quite a few people own it, but it's pretty much like saying John Robbie Sky High Car Audio owns it. And it's got a lot of big name people that are in the behind the scenes of research and development and doing stuff. It's pretty sick.
So he owns Trinity and SoundCube too.
Yes.
That's awesome.
There's also other people too that are part of it, but yes, mainly.
Which one's next? Boss? Come on, buy Boss.
No, no, dude.
Make it great again.
Yeah. Make Boss great again.
But boom, boom, boom. I was trying to find the picture we did that. But yeah, dude, I really like the Trinity amps. I haven't had the first single issue with them at all. I even went back and checked the gains, and I didn't have them walking at all. That's one thing I was kind of worried about, switching to multiple amps. It was the gain walking stuff, and they were still pretty dead on the money. I had the
Oh,
6
we
amps.
losing you, unless it's me.
No, I heard that too. Yeah.
Okay.
You cut out for a second.
Oh, gotcha. So I was like,
You're
we had one that was like 0.2 out of 6 that was off out of already a good couple of weeks of beating on them. I was pretty happy with that. But so I mean, I'm really enjoying it. I haven't had a single one go and protect. I haven't had anything like that. And that was kind of like the big difference at first was swapping to 6 amps. I was kind of like, oh, are they all on? Is one in protect? I don't know. It's always thinking in the back of my head. And I just haven't had a single issue, man. We went to that show for the Rex. He was there. I beat on him all day. Didn't even have the first issue. And they stay cool. So I mean,
That's what's nice too, having like an amplifier that's way more powerful, one or many, than your build needs. You're never really pushing that to its thermal capabilities, and you'd rather have a coil kind of go than an amp. I don't know. It depends your build, but we don't want either going. But if you had your choice,
I've been happy with it so far. And again, a lot of guys and like Rex did a lot of the wiring too. Your mom says hello. Hello, Miss Miguel.
Oh, well. Hey, Mom. Love you.
I went on 10.9.
Hey,
I haven't tried it. Believe it or not, it's unless I'm just sitting there demoing, it's hard to get it to drop that low unless I go into hard clipping. But I don't know, man. The amps have a low voltage protection at 8 volts, so it's fine. It's not like it'd be fine.
Just
So that means you can send it at 8 volts, right?
We send it. I just sat there in the parking lot and kept giving it the beans, bro.
That's awesome.
Like I was saying before, I didn't really want that much power more, but it made it really dynamic. I have it, it's like certain apps or certain rebase songs you go to, it'll be like, oh, I wish I had a little bit more, even a full volume. I have that little wiggle room.
You have that little bit more, right?
Yeah, so I have the amp set on full ass sauce, but I just had to learn to not get in my truck to go full beans on the full bass knob. Like you just got to find that pocket of where it's windy and it likes it, and you're not cooking the subs, and I like it a lot.
Right.
Yeah, I had to do that with the Buick.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta find that window, It's like where the woofers, that's what they want, and they don't want much more, and stay within that window, and it comes down to, there goes my ISO. It just comes down to, just experience and responsibility of your system.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just something you gotta pay attention to with it. Hey, Melissa, how are you doing?
Hey, Melissa.
He's the background MVP of a whole lot of stuff with one of our biggest cheerleaders. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. But yeah, it's been cool so far. I've been liking it. And the Trinity subs have been sick too, man. Like you've had a couple, probably a good solid month and a half experience with them. What do you think about that, Rex?
I'm absolutely loving them. So where we was talking about finding that happy medium with the volume knob and all that, I'm running 3 separate amps as well. I'm running an amplifier per sub. And honestly, switching from the single Hooligan 10K to 3 of the GFX 3Ks, I've noticed
music down just a little bit, if you
more.
don't mind, Andy.
Can you
What's
hear me
that?
now?
The music down just a little bit.
Turn down for what? Come on, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey, no, turn it up.
How's that? A little better?
Loud.
I think when Melissa got in the truck last time, it was like the first thing I did was like open like the settings, and I was like sub level +1. Yeah.
Just need a little bit of extra gravy. That's all.
That's right.
The only thing that sucks about that is because like someone will walk up, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna give this person the beans. Like, okay,
Hey,
for
Cal.
sure, like accommodating for like giving Melissa the sauce, and then they're gonna let her cool down afterwards. And it's like 2 or 3 or 4 more people walk up as you get finished. And you're like, shit, I just depleted this bad boy. And like I'm bad at telling people no. If it's like 1 person, 2 people, where I'm not getting a truck full, yeah, come back in a minute, bro. And then second, but if it's like a truck full, I'm like, oh, for sure, I kind of want to do it.
Right. Well, see,
That's
the last show. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. I was about to say the last show. That's when I was like, I did the same thing. So it was like, it's when I killed the 12K. There's nothing the 12K did wrong. I was been playing it at like 2 degrees from thermal protection for like 20 minutes straight, with fans on it. And then I was like, hey, I'm gonna let it cool down after this. And then it was like this guy and this girl walked up, like, hey, can you do a hair trick? I'm like, you bet your ass I can do a hair trick. And then it was like, as soon as the demo ended, pop. And I was like, well, at least they got the hair trick video.
Well, we do all this for those shows, for that moment, so it's like, we'll see what happens. Hopefully
we got warranty. We have warranty for a reason.
Exactly.
Sure. We got lucky on that one. It just, I don't know. The thing, it kind of sucks about it though, if they're saying like, oh, look, a 12K down. You're like, no, dude. Like, you don't see me going to shows and playing that thing for 8 hours straight every single show. Like, there's, you can't be mad at that point because most all electronics you abuse. I would like literally go to shows and just in and out of thermal protection, beating the crap out of it wired down. You know what I mean? So it's like, But that's one thing again. Switching to the 6 amps has been a big difference because they're not even breaking a sweat.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like I was saying about the Hooligan 10K, like the Hooligan 10K wouldn't go into thermal protect, but it would get hot and it would go into protection, but it would come right back out of it, 5 seconds later. With the 3 amplifiers, they don't even get warm.
Yeah.
I can't get the amps to get warm. And the Bass for Top toys that we did this past weekend with Melissa, I probably demoed 2 hours straight of just letting it eat, running through the lanes. Still couldn't get them warm, and the subs never got warm. Like everything was happy.
That's perfect,
Wow.
man. And I meant to touch back on that a minute ago. I didn't mean to cut you off, Andy, but it's like another thing I'm liking too is adding the higher face value power amplifier per sub, but it's also using rise to my advantage. To be honest with you, I honestly don't think I dropped voltage as bad as when I was clipping the 12K, being straight up with you, because if those amps are rising 4, 5, 6 ohms, I'm making, barely face value RMS for the subwoofers at that point anyway. But, the amp isn't making tons of power, so I'm not doing a huge amperage draw. And, luckily, they're pretty efficient. So, I mean, it's working out.
Yeah, one, you got full bridge, so you're just more efficient per watt because of the topology of the amp, whatever. But since you said you ain't clipping no more, people don't understand. Whenever you start clipping your amplifier, your efficiency just hits rock bottom.
Oh, sure. And the 12K could take that 140 amp power bank with the 390 on it. It could go from 15.5 to 9.9 really fast. You hard clip that 12K. I'm not even exaggerating, dude. I mean, it's like drop. Yeah.
Want more power? Sure, no problem. Here you go.
Exactly. On demand. We got that. Yeah, I believe Rex says I'll tell it. He gave the beans. Dude, we literally put the subs in that pretty much morning, and it was like he beat on them the whole day. Just breaking them good.
Yeah, they got broken. Now they're really getting broken in the Buick.
Oh yeah.
They're just eating away.
I think I had it. The XP3s kind of got stinky for a day or two when I first put the big power on them. I think they weren't they're fully broken in now. I think a year of demo, 5,000 demos on them and an 8K per one, they're pretty soft now.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm gonna knock on wood. Dude, I haven't blown a dust cap, nothing, dude. Yeah, how many people?
You remetered since?
I haven't remetered since we put the new amps on now. I can tell you, sealed now makes my windshield pop out, and I don't know if you saw the video. I slung a freaking windshield wiper off.
Did you really?
Basing in the freaking rain. The windshield wiper. It happened earlier that day when I was giving my buddy a ride to his truck at a mechanic shop, and he hopped out and threw it on it. And I kind of thought this is foreshadowing. And sure enough, I was driving home, and I had just the windows barely cracked, but I was playing just Spotify, so it was higher bass notes, for the most part.
Yeah.
And sure enough, I slung a windshield wiper off. And,
that's nice.
That's funny.
It was just dragging on the windshield.
That's nice.
And there was nothing I could do.
That's
you got a nice little mark in the windshield now, don't you?
Oh, dude, it's guarded. Now, my windshield buddy said we can polish it out, but he said it definitely is going to be a weak spot there. So I'm kind of 20 to 30 hertz only with windows or doors open.
Yeah, unloading's a thing, all that fun stuff.
I wish I could say that, but the way my windshield's set up, between 22 to 40, whether the windows are up, down, doors are open, my windshield's coming out regardless.
Dude, the bottom middle of mine is poof, 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 and I'm oh shit.
I have completely separated the windshield all the way across the top of the A-pillar now.
Jeez.
That's not fun.
I did a little bit of damage, but I'm not even excited. You guys are oh, I broke my window, or it's breaking. My pilot. I've already knocked, the stuff on the roof, the center console. I could care less about that. My back end of my quarter panel, my rear quarter panel, has a crack in it. I am not kidding. It has a crack in it. And I'm just, yeah.
I'm not one-upping right now, so both the back doors in the Excursion are ripped. The passenger front door in the Excursion's got rips at the regulator. The driver front door has a crack on the inner panel. There's a hole in my floorboard that I have a piece of wood over right now, and they're spreading. And then I'm pretty sure my firewall's about shredded.
Jesus.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I run kickers, so that's probably why you're breaking more stuff, so.
For sure. The drop-by kickers in it, that windshield would freaking blast off.
Yeah. Well, that would make sense too. It depends which way you look at it.
For sure.
Can't.
Look, we had Chris in here a second ago, but we had a have a new OEM provider. We've launched a product of Southern Thunder. I'm pretty excited about it. We've had first versions come in. We made some retail revisions too, and launched our own product line of Southern Thunder Base Warrior accessories of fuse blocks. I'm pretty stoked about it.
Yeah, those look great.
They are awesome. I seen a lot from Mullen, the one you did for him.
I'm gonna pull that one up in a second. I think it's sick. But yeah, the green's my favorite thus far. But yeah, so we're gonna carry singles and duals in all the colors, and then we've got a few other products in the pan. Some are pretty new. That's kind of cool. That I'm excited about. That which so we have a whole acrylic line of products come out that I'm pretty stoked on.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Heck yeah, man.
Boom, boom, boom.
I
Mullen's got his today.
I would definitely run some, but I'm part of Team No Fuse, and I like to live my life dangerous.
I fuse everywhere but at the back from the subs to the amps.
Yeah, I'm fusing nowhere.
If you run within reason and you don't get in a car accident, I mean, you don't really need a fuse, you know? They're kind of just for dummies, right?
Well, for me, luckily, everything is run up through the center. I have nothing on the side trim or the door shuts. Everything is run up under the carpet through the center. So
nice.
Yeah, that thing is beautiful.
It's pretty insane.
The beard makes it.
Yeah, and I told Mullins I loved him. So we had there were some difficulties to it because I had his logo. It's like his profile picture thing I made for him. I had to like actually make the whole logo and then make it like 3 shades of gray, so the laser engraver could see the the differences in it or whatever. And then I had to make a new text for the Mullen Performance Audio, which is actually kind of like better now. But the yeah, dude, that's like pretty damn proud of that. And like dude knocked it out of the park. Yeah. And this is it's like a 4-layer bottom, and it's like a probably 3 or 4 layer top too. Like it's the freaking.
I was gonna say, how thick is that? That looks pretty thick.
It's thick. It's rigid.
It's a thick boy.
Yeah,
for sure.
And obviously we could do more or less with the custom stuff. The first gen stuff we had single layer panels. Our new ones are dual layer in the top. So there's stuff we can do to lower or raise the stuff, and then we're gonna have standard sizes. But I'm excited with it. I like the custom stuff too, especially the guys that either have custom artwork. But pretty dope.
It's beautiful.
Yes, I thought about sending you my company logo and stuff, and getting you to come up with something.
Let's fucking do it.
Just for like personal aspect.
Another thing I've been excited about is we're taking the whole Made in USA thing pretty seriously, and I thought it'd be a good idea to take and start for not only for being able to see QC stuff, but do batch codes and then all that stuff on all the products and all that jazz. I think it adds value to it.
Oh, for sure.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Here's the V1s we had. I think I showed those other week, and they're super nice too. And we're going to keep making those too for a price point, but I'm really digging the new multi-layer top ones.
I do.
Yeah,
like
the other ones look beefier, but I like those ones too.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's see what else we got going on. I hired a new employee at the warehouse.
Did you?
You weren't supposed to tell anyone. No,
okay, sorry, Andy. Didn't want to give away, but hired a new guy, and he's worked with me all week, and his name's Roscoe. But I had to take and hire somebody for the business, just cause I needed the extra hands. But I hired him on as sales, and he was giving away shit the first day, and so I couldn't be losing money.
Yeah, I mean, he's bringing in future business, and he's loyal, so I mean,
free future business.
Yeah, so the second day
could bring the ladies. Yeah. Could bring the ladies. You might need that, Scott. I don't know your situation anymore.
He was security the second day, but the second day
too.
He would just let him walk in and pet him, and he was just like, "Yeah, they're good. Security check cleared." So what we've ended up settling on is he's the OSHA inspector for the shop now, and so far we've had no violations, and it's been pretty fair. No, but that's my boy. Hell yeah, a good voltmeter with quick response time. Mine's a bit slow. Hit me up, dog. We got Spark Innovations ones in stock, and they're honestly the freaking bee's knees. I have 2 Spark Innovations voltmeters. If not, the SMD ones are also very nice. If you really want to go budget, they make a like a Stinger voltmeter that's for around $20. But
I know
yeah,
I hate the ones that delay. It's like it's hitting 12 volts, but it just didn't move from
Didn't move
14,
fast
and it's
Yeah.
yeah, dude, it's like $20-something, and hit me up, Dub Team, if I can get you a sparked one. They get different colors. You have ones that are with USBs on them, or you can do colors with like passive touchscreen. Boom, boom, boom.
I wish
you, Dan.
that some voltmeters had an adjustable brightness display, though. Man, could I go
I
for
could
that?
agree with you.
God, it's blinding at night. It's like I got to cover my knee with it a little bit, or it's like, man, I can't see where I'm going.
Right.
I don't have the stinger, but I mean, it's MVX, so it's like, I don't know, it's pretty much the same brightness. Those stingers are bright too. I don't have anything from Sparked Innovations yet. I want to. I've been, it's been teasing me, but I'm like, I should be okay with what I got. But they got some really cool stuff, man. I don't know. It's just,
Dude, I love Spark.
unique.
Ed and Rich, man, they've been good to me.
yeah.
I messed with Spark Innovations hardcore because when the Slamology last year, I had like one crappy like C-Flow fan. Oh, that's funny. Joe told me, I'll go and share that. Joe told me he needed the application, so I thought he'd messaged me, put in the chat about like work stuff. I'm like, come on, like what application do you need? And he's like, Joe sent me a message. I need the dog's application for working at Southern Thunder. Anyways, but the Sparked Innovation, Ed and Rich. So I was at Slamology. My amps like immediately went in protection, like the first like 20 minutes of Slam. And then so I was like walking around the vendors area at Slamology trying to find a fan. Who's got fans? Who's got fans? I walked to the I found Ed and Rich, and they had like the fanny display. Dude, they had like just sold the last two fannies they had at Slamology.
Oh,
and I was like, bro, my amps are going in thermal protection. He's like, all I have is this display right here. And it was Rich. And I didn't even know Rich then. I knew Ed really only. And I was like, bro, I will buy the displays. And I was like, I'll pay regular price. Like, I don't care, whatever. And dude, he straight up like borrowed a screwdriver, took a pocket knife out to cut the display's wire so that I can have the lead with it. And I got fannies, and I've been fucking with them ever since, dude. They're good people.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, those fans are nice. They're efficient for,
Dude,
house. Yeah.
It saved
For
my
sure.
butt. I literally went back to the freaking truck, and we had Casey or somebody next to it. It might have been Fishbowl had like alligator clips, like ends, whatever. I like pair of pliers, crimped them on, and just like alligator. I double side taped them and stuck one to the amp, and then I had the other one like sitting on the wires. Amps were fine the rest of the Slam. Played the whole time.
Yeah. Good.
You don't have that issue now though, running multiple amps. Your amps don't even get hot.
Didn't even get warm. Yeah, it didn't
Yeah.
even, it was barely warm to the touch. Which one? LCD screen, fancy. There's a
Oh, wow.
SMD.
Another one.
Oh yeah, that was a crazy day, Melissa. Boom, boom, boom.
So you guys getting anything for Christmas with car audio, or just buying yourself something?
I am gonna buy myself. I'm thinking I want to do
We all
two
do
of
it.
the brand new Gately Audio 4 channels.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now the Gately Audio amps. When?
Yeah.
So he just came out with those. This
I've
isn't
known
like
about these since Slamology this year. We went to dinner, and I've had to
Nice.
keep my filthy little slutty mouth shut about those and his tools ups. But the
Tiffany style RCA's got to point that out for Big D. He loves
yeah,
them.
they're S&I. They're super nice. They have nice crossovers on them. You can do bandpass with them. So I want to do 2 4 channels, and I want to do it a nice acrylic. I'm gonna do like a frame out of MDF. I'm gonna like wrap it and make it look super nice with vinyl, and then I want to do a top window and 2 side windows, and I want to have the amps mounted vertically, like at an angle on the inside of it, to where you can see
Right.
from the sides and from the top down, and have the
Damn.
amps inside the center console, just with 2 cup holders. And then
I wish
so
I
we-
could do something like that.
it started out too as Bobby saying, I messaged him, I was like, hey, I want to do this, and he's like, hey, I got you, if you need anything. Then I brought up the acrylic, and he was like, dude, if you're putting acrylic in it, pretty much, like, I got you, I'm cutting it for you. So obviously we'll be getting him to cut the panels for it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked.
Now
on
you're
it.
gonna get some Gately subs next.
I've got Gately subs.
Oh yeah, that's right. In your other car, I forgot about that.
Dude, what are you talking about? Ooh, I've been on the Gately.
Forgot about that. I can't keep up.
I probably won't be pulling the XP3 down anytime soon, but I do love my Galeys. It's kind of like, you know, at the end of the day too, like I could put, you're not trying to pull that card, like, you know, it's, you know, Southern Thunder's demo vehicle. I could put ZV6 in there and stuff like that and all that jazz, but it's like XP3s have been still going strong. You know, it's like, why fuck with it? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, if it's not broke, don't fix it kind of ordeal.
And then all reality, if I yeeted a sub, I would probably be like, talk to David Lieber and Jacob and those guys and be like, hey, I want badass recones, and then probably go that route before I swap subs.
Right. I don't know what would be a better potential motor assembly to build on, a ZV6 assembly or the XV3.
When I change boxes, I do want to do ZV6s because I do really want to do. That's kind of like, and people are giving me a hard shit about it, but because I want to do one badass rebuild in the Excursion, like a full rebuild on the truck, and then when I'm done with that, sell the truck loaded with equipment. But
right.
But after I'm done playing with it, but I want to do 8 15s and a C-pillar, and move the amps and battery from the back to give me an extra like 2.5 feet, and move it to the inside the cabin.
Damn.
Because technically I didn't even tell this to really anybody. I think I told Joe. We also have my amp rack mounted out for, and Rex, you probably didn't even think about this either. I can take my amp rack off the back of my box, and it fits under the baffle under the back seat in front
Does
of
it?
Yeah, so you can literally unbolt it, and it goes under the port behind the back seat. If I wanted to move
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that wasn't a terribly hard thing to do because obviously the amps are only like freaking 12 inches tall or whatever. But we made it to work to be fit in between the pillars in the back of my truck.
Oh yeah.
815 SVL. I don't even know what SVL is.
SVL. That's not crescendo, is it?
I don't think so.
Coming from Jason to Clue, it might be. I don't know. Him and Garrett.
Oh yeah.
Buy another JP95 on last sale. How's your 95 running?
I think he's liking them. They're S&I. He had the heat sink
Avatar.
tool, but I'm pretty positive. Oh, sorry, I'm drinking a freaking soda for the first time I've had in a while.
I can't do soda and live. I'll start burping too.
Oh,
man.
dude, I don't have them often, but my buddy sent me home with some barbecue and he threw a soda in the freaking can in the bag of food. I was like, oh, I'll drink it. They're S&I boards. A lot of companies use S&I, and they're just the premium Korean ones. Some of the JP ones are made of S&I, and some of them are not. But they're really nice amps. They're top quality. Boom, boom, boom. I probably won't be changing to the Avatar subs, man. Like, again, like it's one of those things like, can I? Yes. It's also stupid to make the investment for me to like, if I don't need to put subs in my truck, I don't need to blow even, at distributor cost the money to blow subs on putting in the truck.
Right.
I know I've seen one video with an Avatar that Parker did, and I don't know.
I've got those STUs in stock. I've got 12s and 15s, and they're gnarly, dude.
Oh, so you are just okay. So what's your opinion on them? Are they like a good company, or are they like just kind of running the mill?
Avatar ones
are
made by Def Fonts, you know what I mean? But
they're
solid
good then.
subs, dude.
Yeah.
Were they in when you were here, Rex, or no? I don't recall.
No, we're not.
Dude, they're freaking. As Joe, like we just sat there and finger banged it for like 30 minutes. They're a super solid subwoofer, dude. I think I put some pictures of them today. For the money and the price point, they're really good. It's a 4-inch coil. It's a whopping huge motor on it. I like that they have a mounting ring that you can flip as metal on the sub.
Oh, like the baffle kind of thing?
Yeah,
right there?
this ring right here. It also clamps the surround down.
Nice.
But yeah, pretty big beefy motor. It's a 4-inch
So-
coil.
So if that's clamping the shroud down, inverting, would you have air leak issues, or would you have to do something around on
It's
top
like a
of the
conventional basket on the front. You would just not use the mounting ring when you invert it.
Okay, so it would
Yeah.
set flush, and the shroud would still be contacted to the baffle.
Yeah, and you can also put the mounting ring flipped over on the other side just for aesthetics, so you can put the screws and shit back in if you wanted to, just for looks.
I feel like those rings and those kind of gaskets really don't hold the surround down. They help, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure
But
it
it's
helps.
the glue, man. It's the glue,
But another thing, though, is you're also adding more surface area for clamping force. So, like when you put a screw or a bolt head down here, it's also making it put tension out. And that's also what these outer screws do, is you're adding more rigidity to the clamp, of the outer ring of the frame to not have it have cracks.
Right.
Okay.
So, like, to be honest with you, just being straight up with you, so I ended up like pretty much giving away the Powerhawk subs in my truck. Not their fault. But it is a side effect of the 12-spoke basket. I had so much baffle flex when I had those hog subs in there. When I pulled those things out, pretty much every one of them had cracks in the outer ring of the basket.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn.
So it was like one of those things. So adding stuff like that, adding material and clamping, force to the ring will help not break baskets from flex and stuff like that.
Jeez. Yeah, it all depends on the basket material too. Weak or strong.
Oh, for sure. And we'll touch base on that for a minute because we haven't really touched the conversation point as for the day. Loud Pretty. I feel like we've seen a resurgence in this last year where he's seeing so many people say Pretty's not loud and stuff like that because there's so many gorgeous louder builds that have come out in the last 2 years.
I mean, I'm not like super loud, but I mean it's loud.
It's talking about you being loud. I mean, at the end of the day, Rex, like as humble as we'd like to be with it now, I'm not loud. Pretty much most of us, even Andy's, build. If you throw that thing back 15 years, a decade and a half, you'll be like a world champion. Okay.
Oh yeah,
records.
for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. So like, yes, as far as to the competitive nature of today, there's always louder people out there, but
Oh
all
yeah,
of
for
us,
sure.
if we went back in time just a little bit, it would be groundbreaking, earth-shattering numbers and records and stuff.
Smacking
Too bad
on
it's
your
not
gold
like that
letters.
anymore.
Take that.
Yeah, right.
Listen, you've got all of your builds, the Scion and the not the Sonoma, whatever it is, the
Sequoia.
Yeah, they're both super clean. Boom, boom, boom. Here's the first one I saw that had the diamond pleated interiors, like the headliner stuff like that, and I feel like a lot of people in the area did it after that.
Oh, dude, her Scion is spotless.
Oh yeah.
That is one of the cleanest wall builds.
I never got to see that yet. I got the meter at Slam, but that was at the very end. Everyone's getting ready to leave, pack up. Didn't get to see her build. Well, I need to.
Oh, yeah, they're super nice. She just swapped those new Gale Force speakers too. Someone's asking about how do I screw in subs in. We use these massive deckmate screws.
Yeah, we do.
To put a deck on the side of a house.
Yeah, we do.
How do you like those reversing things though? Because I don't like that. Because if you go to take it out, you're stripping that whole entire. You know what I'm saying? Because it has that reverse swivel on it.
Well,
I know it locks it in.
I haven't broken a screw or pulled a sub since they've been in there. So
you're good. Just don't take them out.
Yeah. I need to go back in there with a drill though and make sure they're all
Trinity.
sunk down though. I think, but
Yeah.
But I'll give it to him credit. I haven't pulled a sub since before Slamology, and that's been like hundreds of demos and playtime on that shit. So I mean, like, I'm liking these.
It's working. Yeah, I know. I use hex bolts, and they're really aggressive too, just because I was, I think it was just, a little bit of the flex, but, you shouldn't really have flex. But, with how much force we got going, man, it's just up, down, up, and it doesn't matter if the baffle flexes that much or not at all. You still that's your stress point. That's what's holding that woofer down. So
for
you
sure.
got to make sure that's good.
The thing that's crazy about mine now is because my box, the way it was built, it was the roof was put in, and then the floor was put in, then he put in the sides and the baffle, but it's not really, it's almost kind of like a slide-in box, but built inside the truck, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's how it was built in the truck. Other than
So it's a prefab?
Baffle, yeah, it's a prefab. Other than the top baffle being the roof, and then them being bonded together. But the now I have so much motor force now, and they move so hard, it makes the whole almost like the whole enclosure in the back of the truck will move. It's kind of fucking nuts. Not the baffle, like the whole entire box. And
The whole
Yeah.
enclosure moves.
yeah.
Sounds like you need some cement.
Sounds like I need to
Yeah.
take a Sawzall in there in a weekend and cut the whole truck out.
I'll be down for that one.
Couldn't you put spray foam in there to stop it from moving?
Dude, there's like
Wouldn't
30
that be-
cans of spray foam in the roof.
So you need 60.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Dude, I'm
Or
regretting that too because when I cut that out, and it's all, I've learned. The thing is, guys, is too is like I've learned so much like in the 2 years that wall's been in the truck. You know what I mean? Like there's been so much learned, in that period of time, and I wasn't really associating with people that was building loud shit. So we put the wood roof in, I had all that, and I should have done foam and stuff beforehand. So what I did was I had the wood in the roof, and I did PL Max seam all the way around the edge of it and made it look all nice. And I smoothed it out so it was smooth and all that. and then I drilled like 50 holes in my roof, and then filled it with foam, and I just shot spray foam in everywhere, and then I would spray it till it came out the next hole down, and then I would take and
Yeah,
keep
that
doing
works.
that. Yeah, and then let
Yeah.
it sit overnight, and I chopped the tops off all of them, and then I ran one of those deck screws, the short ones, down in every hole, and then did caulking on over every single one. But there's like 50 holes in the fucking roof, dude. There's a lot.
Damn.
It's like, I wonder how many of those are leak, and I don't know.
So you won't be
Probably all of
replacing
them.
your shell anytime soon.
I'll probably be taking, just be honest with you, so when I have all that out, I'll probably be taking the time and learning from my mistakes and spot welding all those back.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do to keep the
Yeah.
base in, you know, and
Well,
like you
luckily,
said,
it's
you
as
didn't
easy
have
as
people to
grounding
help
the
you.
clamp and just grinding the top of it till it's shiny and taking covering.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm definitely, whenever I do my first wall, I know what I'm doing. But I'm definitely going to have some hands helping me, you know what I mean? And
Oh,
just
yeah.
people that done it before, because, you know, it's that experience, that second hand that's going to help you. You know, you can say all you want, you know everything, you know, and it's like, no, man, I'd like some help on this, you know,
Well, I'm
because you
on
don't
a-
want to go
I have
back
like
and do it.
a half black, half Russian engineer brother, and not only is he a great fabricator and the one that helped me with the amp rack and all that stuff, but we're going back with like mostly metal in the truck. There'll still be a lot of wood, but like for instance, the roof will be like 1.5 inches higher because that's going back with pretty much steel, you know, steel and reinforcement and all that. So it's gonna be like plate steel and all of it on the inside, and then I'll be able to gain more box size because
Up
we're
on you.
taking, like right now my box was built with all the interior panels in the back. So we'll be taking the interior panels out, trimming them back as far as we can too, so I can gain like another 1.5 inches or so width. You know what I mean? So it'll be all boxed in and shit. I'm pretty excited.
I wish I could
Steel's
say that
the
about
way.
my build.
I gotta find 4 doors. I'm not gonna rebuild those doors again. I'm just gonna find 4 new doors, not fucked, and
And
bolt
fill
those
it full
on.
of foam.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not even gonna have as much as I miss it. I'm just gonna have not back. I'm gonna go extreme from B pillar to C pillar. So like I want to make I have a few things in the pan, so I kind of want to do a interior swap and a front end swap. I'll have most of the front end swap accumulated, but I want to do like a ball in black, newer like 2016 up, front seats forward interior, and then I want to do extreme from B to C, to where it's like you know, like Fiberflex painted floor and the fucking doors are extreme and all that.
Yeah.
And have
I mean, you're not competing anytime soon, right? I mean,
no, but
you'd
that's
still,
where all
Yeah.
the damage goes though, is that B to C.
Yep.
So it's like and it'll just give me more room for deliveries and shit if I don't have that humongous back seat back there.
yeah,
But
because
I mean,
you
I'm
are
gonna
that
make like I'm
C
gonna make like
pillar,
a fake
so
seat
yeah.
back there, kind of like Andrews in the B2 Bourbon, where it's kind of like a thing you can sit on, just pile in the back.
Hell
I
yeah.
like that. That'd be sick.
Oh yeah. Well, the
Yeah, I
fluid
think-
build's gonna be crazy. All that def bonds and stuff in there, it's gonna be nuts. Hell
Steel
yeah.
cages is the way to go nowadays. Just, you know, with big builds,
is.
you know, just easier a little bit later, I think, you know, with how much structure you're getting.
Bill, what's happening, buddy?
Bill Frog.
Bill is like the MVP background guy to like so many people in car audio. It's not even funny.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, the Expedition is it's caged, but it's studded with 2x4s.
Hell yeah, dude! I wish I should have took a picture of the back of yours. It looks freaking sick when he had it open in the back.
You got any more
I-
pictures of your build, Rex?
There's plenty of them on Facebook.
I'll
It's
do
got-
them real quick.
If Scott would go to my Facebook, I got pictures for days.
If you're like the thing is just like me though, is because I do so many sale posts and shit through the day, so it's like scroll.
You just don't want to see the Expeditions what it is.
Valid.
I mean,
No, I
Who-
hate
who
scrolling
doesn't-
past all this
who
DSA food shit.
doesn't like the stripper pole with Monopoly money and stripper Barbies? Like
I do
seriously,
like that. I like that.
That
a lot.
is- that is like the best part of the whole build is the stripper pole with the Barbies on it.
I'm gonna show everyone your swole.
Wait,
muscle.
that's your build? Did you copy that from someone else? I swear I've seen
No.
your build before then. I've seen
No,
this
it's
before.
it's just that.
Oh, okay. I you know what? I think I seen one other build before that to have a girl like that. You know, Barbie doll is
Thank you.
funny.
I'm
That's
sorry.
that's great, man. So you're just giving hair tricks constantly.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what everything is set up for. Everything is set up. Both of my
That's
builds
nice.
are set up just to demo and hair trick. None of them is really a meter chasing car.
Yeah, C-pillars are tough, you know, just in general. So, you know, but you get to give those 4 or 5 people demos, man. Mugshot.
Yeah, that's the thing about
Show
the
the-
C-pillars. You're sitting so far away from the port. He also does all the swole pics online. Look at that guy.
Swole.
Oh my god. Here we go.
Yeah,
Show
nice.
off the Buick, man.
The Buick.
Go to the cover photo and just show the Buick off. It's pretty
We got
good.
3 more subscribers, man. We got to keep this guy on here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll show him. I have full frontal nudity shot. I'm just kidding.
No. The
No, you don't.
midnight trip to Atlanta to pick up the Trinities.
Hell yeah. We go back to it. Boom. Oh yeah, the purple for the cover photo. There we go. Bam.
Okay. So, 4th order or 6th? 4th?
Fourth as of
Fourth.
right now. It's fixing to
Nice.
go 6.
Nice. I mean, you might have the space if you go back. I don't know how long of a, you know.
I've already cut to the rear deck and the walls right up against the back window.
Oh, wow. So you don't got no more space. So what are you thinking? Going maybe, well, you got 318, so maybe
Correct.
315s maybe to get that 6?
Well, so what I was looking at is the way the suspension and everything's set up on the Trinity and all the numbers I've been crunching. I really think I have the room. We did the math. It'd be a 10 by 5 by 22 inch long port. Should tune it to 25 hertz for the bottom chamber.
Right.
The only risk is as small as the bottom chamber is either A, it's going to play it really well, or B, it's not going to work, and I'm just going to have to take it out and block off where we put the port.
I think it'd be worth trying, and I think as long as you have your port area correct, it'll be fine.
Correct.
How much port area is it for that first chamber in there for that lower section? Do you remember?
So the lower chamber, if you do 7 times 7 would be 49. Correct.
49.
I think it come up to be like 82 square inches of port.
Okay,
Like, it's
so
not
that's
a lot. It's
no,
not
yeah,
asking
you
for a
want it
lot.
low. You want it low. I mean, it depends,
Right.
but right. Yeah, I mean, if anything, you're just going to be really loud on very low power. I don't think it's just, quote, not going to work. It's just you're going to be really loud on, you know, low notes, low power, because then, you know, just port chuffing, all that kind of stuff. I think you'll be good. I think you'll be good.
I mean, it's windy now,
Oh, yeah.
and I feel like the subs want more power. I'm gonna pull the 3Ks out and go to 5Ks. I'm gonna do 3 5Ks on it.
Nice.
That'd be good.
I'll do 3 5Ks before I do the 6th order, just to see if I can spice it up anymore.
Nice. So you're probably only clamping like, what, like 3, 5K right now, give or take?
So the GFX is when they did the dyno on them, they clamped 3600 at 1 ohm at 14 volts.
That poor windshield.
Okay. Nice.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he needs some gasket sealer on that. Some E6000 too.
I would literally just take a whole freaking caulk gun of like 3M window weld and just
That's what I did, and it's already
Yep.
separated it again.
the 3M
Damn.
window weld.
Yes, I did
Oh,
the
wow.
3M window weld across the top of it, and then put Gorilla Tape over top of that, and it's actually ripped the Gorilla Tape that's on the roof.
All right, we have some like crazy Bond 2-part epoxy that Wilson uses. It held my door skin together. So I mean, like, we'll try that.
Well,
All
Joe
that's
said
like $30 per tube of it.
if I stiffen that up, it will shatter the window.
It should. It probably, if you played the right high note with one door closed, it probably would bust it down. That's what I'm worried about mine is because I keep fucking around when I'm driving and I'm like, oh, that.
I need the flex.
You
What
got
are
a
you
question
talking about?
there
The
from
Broncos need to
Bill.
be done to be legit. The thing is legit AF now. What are you talking about? We'll pull it up.
I mean, we need a nice hair trick video,
Yeah.
like a month prior, you know, just to tease everybody. You
Bill,
know,
if
I
you
seen
guys
that one
keep-
video. Receipt wasn't enough, Bill. It just wasn't enough. We need to see a little bit of hair, but I know you guys will have it ready by then.
So when you go to Slamology, you need to have a whole playlist of shit that's 20 to 30 hertz.
Exactly.
And then
No.
you also, when you get in, you have everybody, just go ahead and have them tell them, is to turn their back to the freaking door. Like, that's like the biggest gain I've had as far as like making hair trick videos, making them look nice, is like, go ahead and tell them, like, hey, do you want to do a hair trick? And they're always like, yeah. And you're like, okay, cool. You know, very carefully, you know, turn your back, put it in the window, and then you just play 20 hertz, dude. They don't give a shit. Other than that, and it looks amazing. So it's like, they're going to love it.
Or Look at what I just sent you, Scott.
It says attachment unavailable. I'll probably have to do it on my phone.
Does it really? I sent you one.
If it's a reel, it has to be done on the phone only, pretty much.
Crap.
Oh no, it still says attachment unavailable on the phone.
That's weird.
I can't even find the freaking Bronco on the kicker page to show it off right now.
I know. I think the Bronco is going to be more than just that, wind monster. It's going to be a musical, fourth order, just loud build. Windows won't go
Windows
up
don't go
anyway.
Yeah.
Right. So
I think the things the Broncos got going for it too is the amount of people. It's going to be the wow factor of it being that new of a vehicle that's got like an extreme build in it.
Right.
B, the amount of love you're going to get from the old school people that love it just because it's like an Alma Gates Bronco throwback. Like,
right.
I wouldn't even care if it sounded bad or wasn't loud at all. I would still go over there and freak out over it. It being loud too and having all the new Warhorse and solo stuff in it, for sure.
Yeah.
And the door panels look sick, all that stuff too.
Well, I guess I lost my parking space at Slam. It's okay.
Yeah, right.
I'll go park in the back.
They're like, Andy, you can park next to the thing, but like under the thing.
It's okay. It's okay. As long as I get to, maybe roll the bass knob once or twice with the Bronco. It'll make up for it a little bit.
I almost guarantee
Exactly.
you, Andy, they would let you demo that thing.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
I don't know. The longer I'm in car audio, I used to want to do every single demo and stuff like that. But now that I have booths and stuff like that, and or like people that come to see me and stuff, and I'm not even that big of a personality or anything, but it's almost like I want to carry somebody with me to every show, so I can be like, hey man, go give out demos, like
Right. See,
That's
I
it.
would love to be able to do that, but trusting somebody with your equipment that knows how to properly go with it, and they know where your sweet spot is,
sure.
and you can trust them not to go over that sweet spot and ruin your equipment. That's still hard to find too.
Andy, you'll be near if not in the booth. Thanks, Bill.
The easy thing would bring like Kyle and stuff like that. We've had him on here before. I'll bring
Right.
him to the shows and let him in the car, in the truck. But before, I'll be like, hey, literally, like as long as you're playing the Rusticles app or this USB, you can just go full volume, full of a bass knob. Like you're not gonna hurt it.
Right.
But doing like, and a lot of these guys though, they're not gonna get in it and straight beat on your stuff. Like like Kyle was sandbagging Joe's truck, but like I know Joe's truck. Yeah, exactly. So I know Joe's truck enough to where I know what I can play, how it needs to be played, and stuff like that.
Right.
Give it the freaking sauce.
You just got to set the gain to granny mode and then walk away. You'll be okay,
I probably play Joe's truck harder than he does. I'd just be slamming on the 20s.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I know it's crazy how much work they put into that building. I want to hear it. I want to hear that thing.
Well, hopefully they'll have you out there for another Unmasked episode soon or something like that, hopefully.
Yeah. It's beautiful, man. Really is.
I love that the work they did with the clean wire looks good. You can still see the steel cage, which I freaking love.
Yeah.
All
Right.
the spark goodies are beautiful. I actually realized the small touch now. I didn't realize that they put the kicker on the vanity plates on them. You can't really see, I guess, when I was zoomed in, but I freaking love this thing. A battery brank's a work of art. But yeah, just play 20 hertz, Bill. That's all you got to do. I was bragging on Bill the other day. I'll go ahead and say it when I was talking to Drew about it. Bill's the one that kicked me in the butt to show me graphic design and marketing to the program I use, which gave me the confidence to hit up John with Sky High and all that stuff and be like, hey, dude, pay me to make ads for you and change my life and career and how things are today. It's pretty nuts. And I owe that to Bill.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Bill is awesome. 100%.
Speaking of nasty, John's truck's freaking nasty. His F-150, we had him on. We need to get him on for a full episode and go over his build, and it's getting rebuilt right now.
Yeah, it is. The new poles that he got built are, oh my.
It's going to be a work of art.
100%.
DD.
I hear you guys. TJ, what's happening, buddy? And actually, what's happening is actually wrapping this episode up. We started about 10 minutes late. We got to end about 10 minutes early because we got Andy's, post-game show coming up. He needs a few minutes to go piss and stuff like that. If not, But on that note, guys, if you don't have anything to end it on, it's been rolling thunder episode 65. Man, I appreciate you guys joining on. Rex, dude, we'll have you on again for sure. I'm sure.
Always.
Absolutely. Nice meeting you again, man, Scott.
Same to you,
awesome
Andy.
as always. Thanks, buddy.
The clearly talking about don't got a shop coming. Yeah, I'm trying to open a retail store now.
Right?
But cool. Everyone, have a fantastic weekend. No drinking and driving. I appreciate you, gentlemen.
Always.
See you guys.